this episode felt so rushed to me. This could have been broken up into 2 whole episodes and it would have been great. You're telling me a Principal Yaga episode about him being in jail, him finding out about how to make these cursed puppets, or like the special way he does, his secret
Winnie the Pooh
world, his assassination being on like a trial thing, and then him finally fighting. Like that would make for a fun episode. There's a lot of stuff that people could get interested in.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Principal Yaga, so I was pretty pumped that he was only 7 minutes of my time in this one, because I was like, I don't want this fucking... I mean, was this also the fucking childhood Panda episode, or was that later when Panda...
No, that's later.
I do not. I fucking... Please,
and it's
don't
much
bother
longer.
With that. I think I've melded the two together.
I thought they cut it shorter. I like paused it, caught up on all the manga for what I thought this episode would be, and I'm like, oh no, this is exactly as short as it is in the manga.
So yeah, so I'm completely fine. If they've just followed the manga, they've just followed the manga. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't you think it would have been a good opportunity? And look, I don't know the logistics of it, but for Mappa or Gege or whomever to be like, can we expand on this a little bit? Like, we can expand on fight scenes a little bit and take artistic... it's different taking like artistic liberties and creativity for expanding a fight.
Because people are here.
But this is like, you'd have to create new material to fill in gaps,
which is what they don't really do.
No, especially not with this one.
I'd love it if they did. I'd love some filler in my JJK sometimes.
I mean, look, I was kind of off on the wrong foot immediately with this episode, because the blurb on Crunchyroll, I go to the episode and the first 3 words are Principal Yaga is assassinated or executed, and I'm like, I knew it was coming, but firstly, not everyone does.
Blurt it at you like that. You're like, oh, just kill any kind of tension before I click play.
I was like, oh, especially because it's not like it opens on him dead.
No.
It's like 5, 6, 7 minutes before his demise. Sorry, spoilers for the whole episode. Crunchyroll already ruined it for you.
I think like Principal Yaga is one of those, I mean, in terms of being a principal character, it's been a while. It's been a while since he's actually done shit for anyone. Like, so him just, I think there'd be a lot of people who maybe haven't rewatched and like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he maybe made Panda once. Cool, okay, well, whatever. Like, that's basically what it is. So it's like, okay, he gets killed. We don't even see that fucking fight. Do we see it in the manga?
No.
No, so therefore...
It's 1 for 1 in this.
Yeah, so therefore, you know, you could argue that the mapper just did not give a shit about Principal Yaga, but felt, because I guess, I don't know how it works with adaptation over there, it's important to... feels like they just use that as storyboards. So they just go, well, we have to do it because it's part of the narrative. So they go ahead and do it, and they get out of it. But then we get to, I would say, the real episode.
Yes, what everyone was actually waiting for.
Moving in on Hikari's fight club with Yuji Todori and Potential Man himself, and off they go to infiltrate. Fushiguro is like, I'm going to work the outside and you work the inside, which, you know, like a bum like fucking Fushiguro just means I'm going to sit here out the way while you do all the work.
Just doesn't do anything.
Just doesn't do shit.
He just doesn't fulfill his potential. Again.
Like, it's just fucking stupid. Turns out the Japanese people weren't happy with last week with their rating accordingly, where the Western world gave... the Kill Bill heavy referenced episode.
A 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10 where they gave it a middling, like, 5 out of 10 on their summary site. And some quotes being like, all those Westerners care about is, like, cool fights. And
yes, I think the main thing was they thought it was tonally wrong.
Yeah, they thought it was more of a tragedy. I can see that point.
I think a lot of people misunderstand the Maki zen'in fallout. People are like, and this is a big one online, I saw a lot of people drawing comparisons of, Maki is the new Itachi Uchiha. Now, you won't understand what that means, all right? But real fans of anime do. In Naruto, there's a character who assassinates his entire clan. And you're like, wow, it really is 1 for 1. If maybe you've looked at the front page of a manga and didn't look inside of it, or you didn't actually watch the Naruto anime.
Okay.
Because it's not cut and dry like this. Maki's one, cut and dry. Her and her sister, bullied, harassed their entire life, always had a horrible life, shit on, they get thrown to the wolves, about to get killed by their parents. She has really no choice, but she kind of gives in and kills everybody.
I mean, people are like, oh, she would have killed all the children too, like fucking Anakin. I just think she fucking just kills all those in power.
She let Uncle Johnny live. Did you see that one? There's like this made up character, like Johnny zen'in that they made up, where she's like, she goes up to him and she's like, don't worry, I'm going to hit you to the left of your liver. You should be okay with the transplant.
Yeah, I think.
It's just like some bullshit. Anyway, the comparisons to Itachi are wrong because it ends up, Itachi is like doing it to stop World War III, essentially, in the ninja world, and to like stop his clan from doing like a coup on the village. So like he had like a big ulterior motive that was like so deeply ingrained. And for this bigger picture, Maki just did it because she'd had enough, really.
Yes.
You know?
But I bring it up because the Japanese fans that might be annoyed to learn that their favourite shonen mangakas are very much influenced by Western media. Like Kagurabachi just is dripping with John Wick. Chainsaw Man has like so many fucking references.
Reference in it.
And this also has quite a few references. And this one's most overt reference is obviously to Fight Club, where we have the first rule of Fight Club is don't say anything about Fight Club, which is not too dissimilar to ours, where the first rule of Burgundy is please like and subscribe and share with all your friends. Please, 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 please.
Please.
Thanks. But they might be a bit annoyed to be like, God damn it, this Western media is entering into my Japanese anime once more. Even though it's all kind of based on Harry Potter shit anyway. So.
But no, we get the rest of the episode, and really it's over so quick. The Fight Club stuff is like 10 minutes.
What stands out to me is the 3.5 minute shot of Yuji and Hikari having a chat. Like, you talking about rotoscoping. I was like, is this mocapped? Like, because the smoothness on it was pretty mental.
Yeah, it was like so many frames.
You didn't like
I'm
it?
so sorry, I didn't like it.
Why
I thought it was over animated. I thought they should have just gone simpler. I don't know, but it didn't feel right to me. Maybe because it's so new. Like, that's not something you traditionally see in anime.
And also, it's not the conversation that you... I mean, the conversation's so, like...
It was so boring.
It's not like in Clerks where we put the camera here and, you know, talk about fucking Star Wars for 5 minutes. It's not keeping in theme with the show, you could say.
100%. That's exactly it. At the moment in the world, there's a lot going on. It's essentially like an apocalypse in certain parts of Japan.
Meanwhile, we're here talking about, like, passion.
And he's like, I really want to, you know, help you make money, and gambling and scamming and fraud and... like, gets me hot, and do you want to make money? And, oh, that's a scammer's for... And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, Hikari. Like...
Can we get to the fight?
Which
sounds so basic, I know, of us. Like,
it does. We are Lobotomy Kaisen fans. But no, it's like, just because it's your favorite character or a cool character talking about it doesn't mean that it tonally feels right. Or that... It was honestly 3 minutes of chewing the scene that I would have rathered they do more of like a telephone booth fight. Of them in the room. If you're going to do something, expand on them fighting in that room.
Yeah, true. It's an interesting thing considering that manga-only readers who've maybe been going on TikTok, seeing the Tunk edits, whatever, kind of like, oh, this Hikari guy is meant to be fucking cool. And yeah, you're introduced to, because the manga is shot, I believe, is drawn in a fairly traditional manner, like shot, reverse shot, their faces, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for them to shoot like this, I think it's interesting. I mean, and the guy in charge of all this who directed a few episodes of Chainsaw Man and stuff like that, like, he seems to have a very good eye for this stuff.
Look, I think it's cool, and I think it's a great premise, and I love when, like, TV shows and movies will do it, like a long, like, one shot, you know, just take a chance, do something, like, oh, has this just been, like, one camera angle the entire time?
Like, even when they're walking down the road and, like, you cut, like, the hand near the crash bar, like the way it just kind of like curves the angle of it. There seems to be a more, obviously I haven't watched all the animes in the world, but seems to be a very much a direct, like, they're thinking about cinematography a lot in this.
Yeah, and I think that's where they're losing a little bit of what makes the simplicity of an anime. It doesn't have to be crazy, over-animated, rotoscoped, mocapped looking. You know, like, I just watched Evangelion.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going crazy with it, but the story, the dialogue, the conversations, the idea of it is so cool that you don't care about that stuff.
I did have a lot of fun with the Panda Yuji thing though. Like, that was fun.
Oh, that was incredible.
Looks like a panda, sits like a panda, it's Panda.
That's a one-to-one line as well. Everything is.
And just the little expansion, the tap-taps, so he has to react like, oh. It's great. And the idea that these normal people are accepting that there's a panda who's fighting a teenage boy. Like, completely accepting of this.
Don't use cursed techniques because they can't see, like, the cursed energy. And then it's like a panda is fighting a guy and doing like Azuna drops and stuff.
Jumping 20 feet in the air with no major run-up or anything.
Oh my God, he's fighting in 3-dimensional space to entertain all of the crowd. I love that. Throw hands, no jutsu. You know? That's his domain. Throw hands.
And that phone call is like, there's something happening linearly to that scene. When we go to the next episode, Kiara is ringing because of a Fushiguro situation.
The fight with Fushi, Panda, and Kurara is happening right now.
Yeah.
And Kurara's like trying to get a hold of him. But I was like, interesting, because I read that part and I'm like, they're not going to show it. But it's good. I think that's good. I think that's a good choice for them.
I like that Hikari because he's, once he gets going, as Yuta said, once he gets going, he's as strong as me, and even Gojo isn't really concerned about him. His curse technique is kind of ass, but like his whole thing is built around his domain.
You saw it now, right? Like you get it more seeing it in motion, that he can just do subway doors.
Which I can understand would be useful in like some given situations, like
because he's a hard hitter. If he can trap someone in somewhere and then hit him,
that's the whole thing. Is that he has so much cursed energy, he can like fucking punch a tanker around. Is what we'll see.
That's another interesting thing. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if it's in JJK 0 or in like the start of season 1, but doesn't Gojo say something like Yuta and Hikari, with enough training, they're going to be as strong as me one day?
Something equivalent.
He says something like that, which is kind of crazy.
Or that you'll be all right with them around, like kind of thing. Yeah. So as ever with these shows, it's hard to do week to week. I wish I could just watch it all at once because they'd all blend in together. It's weird to have to sit down and watch 20 minutes, and you want that 20 minutes to be the best 20 minutes ever, like we did last week. But instead, sometimes you just get these little bridging episodes. It's going to be a funny old season, to be honest, and like because you can already feel it, like the forward momentum of that of what was the the hidden inventory, then the pre-Shibuya, and then the whole Shibuya incident. Just the forward momentum of that just suits a TV show so well. Where with this, it's a lot of.
There's a lot of setup.
It is called part 1, so the setting up of what will.
It was like my wife asked, like, "Oh, how was your show?" And I'm like, it was kind of like a setup episode.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's hard to be like, when there's like, 22, 24 episodes? So yeah, like so some of them will be bridging the gap.
If we're getting half setup and half payoff episodes, that's not really what I want out of an anime that's only 24 episodes long. Yeah, I expect that from an anime that's like 300 episodes long. We get all this like build up and payoff, like peaks, climaxes and stuff. It's hard to do that week to week with 20-minute episodes when there's only going to be 20 episodes in total.
It's where you can see the logic of like Invincible, where it's like, it's a Western animation, but it's like, nearly like 45, 50-minute episodes? I mean, yes, they aren't like animated as well as this, but they're chunky. Like, and you get
I would have rather
stuff.
Some more choppy animation and double the length.
The good stuff is still coming, but this was definitely probably a bit of a low. It's like a low pointish period.
Just wait, we're still in the part of the movie where we're assembling the team.
Yeah, we're in the orientation.
Do you understand? What a grade 10 media class guy.
It was year 7 English today. That was orientation, rising action.
Next week's obviously going to be a big payoff episode. Karara fight, Hikari fight.
We get all that fun star curse technique that fans will love to have explained to them.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Guys, don't worry. Next week, lots of explanations on how Karara's technique works.
Which you never really need to know after this scenario.
No,
it's just... She's just an astrology girly, basically?
Yes. Tell us if you enjoyed this episode. And if you like the pacing, tell us if you enjoyed that kind of over-animation style that they're going with.
And did you like the one shot 3.5 minutes?
Look, there's some great shots in this scene. Getting to see Hikari up close, over the top, from behind him.
Yeah.
You really get to see him as a character a lot more. But look, who the fuck is this? This guy, like he looks so, because also there's not enough detail in his face because they need to go real smooth. They can't go too high in detail.